Yeah, never ask anyone to apologize. Never ask anyone for an apology. People give you an apology, it's supposed to be on their own. The person comes back on their own, walks up to you, said, I want to apologize for something I did 2 years ago. What? What are you talking about? What did you do? So you've forgotten all about it. Say, well, you probably don't remember it, but I said a few things that I shouldn't have said. And I felt bad about it. It's bothered me all this time. And so that's why I looked you up. I knew that you wasn't around here no more, but somebody told me where you were. So I was in the area, so I figured I'd look you up because it's bothered me. It has bothered me. It has bothered me. I'm not that type of person. I feel bad about it. So I just want you to know I apologize for what I did. Well, what did you do? Well, I said such thing to you, and I didn't notice that. Yeah, but I feel bad about it. I shouldn't have said that. See, that's when an apology is real, okay? Otherwise, you've got to force somebody to apologize, like black people run around at 9mm point, forcing somebody to respect me. You haven't got nothing but just an excuse to shoot somebody, and now you got to run from somebody on account of that. So where's the respect? You just made work for yourself, that's all. I beat the guy up, because he dissed me in the club, okay? Now I got to answer to a whole bunch of other people and all like that. And did I get what I came after? I don't even know what I came after. I was looking for respect. What did I get? I got arrested. Not only that, I got to stand before Judge Joe Brown and tell him I'm sorry or something. See how that works? That's why I say don't even bother with that stuff. We need to get out of that. We need to grow up and grow up real fast. And we can do it just by deciding to do it. It don't take no effort. Once I started looking at it like that, I could do it. I say, I think I can pull that off. Be around a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of good old boys telling nigger jokes. I think I can pull that off. And once you try it, you would be surprised how easy it is. But see, we have been programmed to say, hey, he just said nigger. Now, hey, I'm supposed to do something. Right. Like fight. When all you got to do is just be calm. I got 2 promotions like that once. Not in the same place. That was about 2 different years, 2 different situations apart. White guy used the term. I never was called nigger on a job, but he used the term in my presence. Everybody ran out of the room because nobody wanted to be a witness, because they thought I was going to do something. I didn't do nothing. When they came back in the room after lunch, they all stayed gone till after lunch. Then they come filing back in one at a time. I was just sitting there still. I ate my lunch right there at the desk, and I was still there, sitting there doing work. And so they didn't know what to do. The white guy who had said it, because here's how it happened. He was talking to another white man, but he got mad, and then the word came up. The scenario was, I'm sitting there at the desk doing some desk work because that's where he put me, okay? He's in charge. But while he put me there, he didn't want to do the desk work, but at the same time there was some heavy lifting that had to be done. Because what they call some ARC 27s, communications equipment, was brought in. The boxes had to be opened, supply equipment. So he's there fooling with it, and another white man came by the door. There's one white man talking to another. Said, hey, John, how you doing there? Said, look like you really working out there. So the guy was mad when he said that. So he said, God damn it, Eric, get me some help in here. I'm supposed to be a supervisor, not a goddamn nigger. And that's when everybody hit the door. Now, I was sitting about 2 feet away from him. I didn't even move. Because see, when you're working around white people, you know it's coming sooner or later. Particularly if they either get drunk or if they get mad. Something like that is coming. Okay? So I just sat right there and kept right on working. See, I mean, I didn't miss a beat. But everybody left the room. Like I said, when they came back, nobody knew what to do or what to say to me. And about 2 days went by. Now he's waiting on me to report it. You know I heard it. Everybody else expected me to report it. He came up to me and said, Fuller, go over another side of the area. And when the aircraft comes in, see, we're working on airfield, say, you see if anything has come in, for this unit. And if not, just hang around there till something does come in. And do that indefinitely. Now, this is the same fellow. The job that he assigned me to was doing large quantities of nothing. So for about 8 months, that's what I did. And then when promotions came up, I was at the top of the list. And I never said a word. Now, what was he actually doing? You know that. He was buying me not hanging that over him because he didn't know what to do about it. He didn't know at what point I might go and report that and make something out of it. But what I had really planned on doing, I wasn't planning on doing no more work, no way, as far as heavy lifting. I'm going to tell you why. I had it in my mind. I'm talking about, that's what I mean by pre-programming. The minute he said that, and by the time they came back in the room, I'd already written up what had happened, who the witnesses were, who was in the room, and I took it and stuck it in my pocket. I also wrote up a little note saying what I was going to say to him if he ever asked me to lift one of them Arc 27s. Okay? And what I was going to say, no matter how long it took. See, sooner or later, I figured he'd come in and say, because that was part of my job. He was going to tell me, hey, I'll take these Arc 27s. And I was going to say, I really don't want to do that. And then I know he was going to bristle up. What do you mean you don't want to do it? This is your job, wouldn't I? And then I was going to say what I had already written down. Well, I'm going to tell you. The reason I don't want to do it is because I don't want to be that nigger you're talking about. See what I mean by codification? Codification is about being prepared with your words before the time comes. It also means being prepared with whatever you have to do before the time comes.